Hello, I'm Dr. Leon Stutzman, aka Doc, with another one of these little videos designed to help you to experience God's best as we join our faith together. And this week we're joining our faith together, believing God that you are going to experience prophetic prosperity, because there is a realm of prophetic prosperity. 2 Chronicles 20:20. Believe on the Lord thy God, so shall you be established. Believe my prophets, and so shall you prosper. Well, that was the scenario in the city of Samaria. They'd been besieged for months. People were starving to death. The prophet of God stood in 2 Kings 7 verse 1 and said, tomorrow about this time shall a measure of fine flour be sold for a shekel, and 2 measures of barley sold for a shekel in the gate of Samaria. It was a prophetic word, a word of prophetic prosperity. Now, what does a word of prophetic prosperity entail? And I encourage you to listen to the entirety of this message on our Facebook page, Aspire Church TV, because I am going to digress from what I shared on Sunday morning. I'm going to dig a little deeper into the realm of prophetic prosperity, because I have experienced prophetic prosperity throughout my Christian experience. And in fact, the very first prophetic word I ever spoke to anyone was a word of prophetic prosperity. Did it come to pass? Yea, verily, it did come to pass in a marvelous way. And that's the proof of prophetic prosperity. It actually works. Now, I want you to catch something, the prophecy that the prophet Elisha spoke in the city of Jericho. First, they were surrounded. They were enclosed by the walls. Oftentimes, you find yourself in a situation when you are enclosed by the walls. Sometimes it's the walls of natural circumstances. Sometimes it's the walls of your conventional thinking. Sometimes it's the walls of inferiority and insecurity. But you find yourself surrounded by the walls. In the midst of that, you need a word from God. And the word of the Lord is quite specific. Tomorrow about this time, a prophetic word ought to be a specific word, and a word of prophetic prosperity ought to be specific. Tomorrow about this time. And it was a miracle of divine supply that was prophesied. God wants to bring divine supply into your life. I'll talk more about it on Wednesday and Friday, and I'll show you how to tap into the realm of prophetic prosperity and experience God's best for your life, because God does have something more for your life. This Sunday at Aspire Church, I'm going to conclude the series of messages on prosperity with a very practical message: 7 ways to go broke and what to do if you do. It is inconvenient to be broke. 7 ways to go broke and what to do if you find yourself going broke. It's a powerful teaching that will encourage you and empower you to experience God's best in your life, and that's my heart's desire. I want to see you come into every good thing that God has for your life, because I believe, I really do believe this, I believe that God has something more for you. Join me on Wednesday, Friday, and of course I'll see you on Sunday. Catch it live on the live stream at AspireChurch.tv, Facebook Aspire Church TV. That's live stream at AspireChurch.tv, Facebook Aspire Church TV. I'll see you Wednesday. Until then, I'm Dr. Leon Stutzman. God's best to you.